Holy crap. I'm still not done. Hey guys, it's Hannah and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today's video is going to be my long, and I mean long awaited current favorites video. I have skincare, I have makeup, other things that I've been loving that I thought I would share with you guys. If you like these types of videos, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and comment down below any other videos you would like to see on my channel. I am wanting to do a chit chat, get ready with me, and Q&A type of style video. So if you have any questions, feel free to comment them down below. But anyway, if you want to see all of the makeup and shenanigans that I've been loving for the past really long time, then just keep on watching. Okay, so I think I'm going to start off from like skincare onto makeup. I have a little TV tray table right here and it is packed to the brim. The first thing that I've been loving is the Pharmacy Clean Bee Ultra Gentle Facial Cleanser. I really love this facial cleanser. You definitely smell the honey, so if you don't like honey, you will not like this, but it has tons of good ingredients. It has honey, chamomile, basil. It just smells really naturey. I really like this because it not only hydrates my skin, it feels clean. I find that a lot of facial cleansers for my skin type dry it out too much, or it doesn't do what I need to do. I have oily combination skin, meaning I get oily in my T-zone and the rest of my face is normal to dry. So I need something that will mattify and get all the extra oils on my skin away, but I also need something that will still hydrate the rest of my face so it doesn't get too dry. You can kind of see, I've used this quite a bit. This is a more pricier face wash, which is why I don't use it as much, but when my skin is feeling a lot more dry, I use this one. So the next face wash that I just got yesterday, but I need to tell you guys about this because I love the way my skin looked. This is a Biore Blue Agave plus Baking Soda Balancing Pore Cleanser for combination skin. This is the first facial cleanser that I have found at the drugstore that is specifically for combination skin. I used this last night. I woke up with no oils on my face, but my face was still super clean when I used this. It does smell really nice. I don't know how to describe the scent. It just smells clean. I've used this with my facial cleansing brush and my skin was very clean. I felt my pores were clean, but my skin wasn't tight and dry, and after I applied my moisturizer and stuff, my skin was so smooth. And then when I woke up this morning, I literally had no oils on my face, and that's crazy because my T-zone gets pretty oily. So I'm definitely obsessed with this. I will update whether or not I'm going to continue using this in a future video, but so far I really like it. So to take my makeup off, I use two things. The first one that I'm going to mention is a balm cleanser. I do a double cleanse, meaning I use a makeup remover and then I use a face wash, so my skin is definitely going to be clean. The one that I have been loving a lot is by Physicians Formula, and this is the Perfect Matcha 3-in-1 Melting Cleansing Balm. I got this because Taylor Wen here on YouTube raved about it. It is a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be. It is a little bit pricey in store. I got mine on Amazon. It does have a scent to it, but I really like it. It's green. I have used it quite a bit. I don't wear makeup every single day of the week, so I don't find myself using this. And then if I'm running errands and stuff, I don't really put on a full face of makeup like I'm wearing right now, so I use the next thing I'm going to mention. But I really like this because it isn't a balm where you put it on your face and it like melts the makeup and stuff, and then when you wash it off you have that greasy feeling afterwards. This actually turns milky, and what I mean by that is that you melt it into your skin and it dissolves the makeup, and then when you wash it off it's milky colored and it doesn't leave your skin oily or greasy, but it doesn't dry your skin out, and it's definitely one that I prefer over other ones that I've used. I used to rave about the Pond's cold cream, but I wasn't really a big fan about how I would have to apply it to my face and then use a washcloth to wipe it off. I would prefer something that I could just put on my face, it melts the makeup off, and then I can use water to wash it off. This is a makeup remover that I love and I definitely will be repurchasing. So my next favorite is this bad boy right here. I got the smaller one, loved it. Now I got the big one. This is the Garnier Skin Active Micellar Water, and this is the blue one, which means it's waterproof. I use this whenever I'm not wearing a full face of makeup. You have to shake it up. So you have to shake it up till it kind of looks like a cloudy water. I know that sounds gross, but that means the oils are mixed. If you just open it and pour it out into a cotton round, you're just gonna get the oil. So of course your face is gonna be super oily. I really, really like this. I loved it so much that I still have a bunch of the small one in there that I'm gonna save, and I got the big one because I go through this a lot. Really good for liquid lipsticks because you have that oil. The next thing I am in love with are these hydrating facial mists. These are from Pearlescent, and you can get these at TJ Maxx for $8. It comes in a really nice glass bottle. I have two different scents here. I have coconut and rose, and then just regular rose water. I definitely use the coconut and rose one more just because I use it all the time. I use it as a refreshing spray throughout the day. I use it while I'm doing my makeup to have all the powders kind of like melt into my skin. I sometimes use this in my skincare routine over the rose water one. I still do love the rose one. I just don't use it as much, but I definitely have been loving these, and I will never stop using these ever because they are just so good. Next, we have some face masks. I have two face masks to show you. One of them I love and have been using for years. One that I just started using not too long ago. The first one is the Queen Helene Mint Julep Mask. I love this so much that me and my husband went through the squeeze bottle really quick. My husband and I do masks together. This one smells so good. It smells like mint bubblegum, and I got this off of Amazon. You only need the tiniest bit. I apply this just to my T-zone, and sometimes if I have a really big blemish, I apply it as a spot treatment, and it works really, really well. I love this mask so much that I just decided to get this big tub right here because it is one of my top favorite masks, and after I use it, my skin is just refreshed. My pores feel super clean. My oils are gone. But it's one that I definitely recommend if you have oily combo or just oily skin or you have acne. It's a really good mask. It's super inexpensive. It smells amazing, and it does what it claims to do. The next one is one that I have been wanting to try forever, and I finally saw it at my local CVS and I got it. And that is the famous Aztec Secret Indian Healing Clay. Now let me tell you, when it says you will feel your face pulsate, your face will pulsate. When I first used this, I thought something was wrong, and then my husband was like, yo, you do realize it says in big red letters, feel your face pulsate? That's what it does. This is definitely a super powerful deep pore cleansing mask, so I definitely recommend using it once a week. It's a really good mask. My face and the acne that I had, like, it diminished quite a lot. My pores were super cleaned. This mask is crazy. I have one more skincare product to tell you, and that is my moisturizer that I've been using. This is the St. Ives Renewing Collagen in Elastine or Elastine moisturizer. I really, really like this. You get this big, huge 10-ounce tub for less than $6, and it isn't super thick. For my skin, I love it. Moisturizes it. It's not super heavy. It smells good. Now on to makeup. Whew, this is gonna be a long video. I have two primers to talk to you guys about. The first one is the Touch in Soul No Pore Balm Primer. This is a pore minimizing primer and it is amazing. I have oily combo skin. I have large pores. I really need something that will minimize my pores but isn't super 100% silicone-y. I know that's not a word, but it is in my dictionary. Because strictly 100% nothing else but silicone primers slide on my face, they feel greasy, they don't do anything for me. For example, the Maybelline Baby Skin Face Primer, I can't use that. Another one that's exactly the same is the Maybelline one. It looks like the Smashbox one, and I can't use the Smashbox one either because they're all the same type of silicone primer and they don't do anything for my skin except make my skin look greasy. This one does, I think it does have silicone in it, but it's not as bad as those ones. I only use the tiniest bit around my nose and that's it. I find that it works amazing. As you guys can see, I love this so much. I got this in a BoxyCharm and I was super excited to try this because I've been wanting to try this. You can get it at Sephora, but it's not super expensive. It's under $20. I know that for a fact. It's under $20. So it's not super expensive for a high-end primer. The next primer that I'm talking about is actually a Smashbox primer, and this is the Photo Finish Oil and Shine Control Primer. So this one claims that it will not only help with combating your oils, but it also helps with your pores. I find that it kind of feels exactly like the no pore balm primer, except I find this one helps with my oils a little bit more. I really like this. One primer that I love that helps with my pores and it also helps mattify my skin is the one by Fenty Beauty. That is one of my favorites. She actually came out with one that is more mattifying, so I am thinking of trying that. This is a really good primer, but if you want something that is super similar, I suggest you look into the no pore balm one. I feel like they're exactly the same, but I wanted to mention this one because it does help with oils a little bit more than this one, which is why I really like it. Okay, moving on to foundation. This is my favorite foundation and I've been wearing it non-stop, where I can apply it to like a few parts of my face and it won't look different than the rest of my body. It's been a struggle for me to find a foundation that matches me and matches me to the point where I can apply just a little bit in the parts that I need it, which I'm down for because I love peaches. But if you don't like scents, you might not like this. It is matte. It does last for a long time. I just really like it because I don't have to powder my whole face because it is a more mattifying foundation, but it's not super matte to where my skin looks dry and it looks cakey. It was kind of hard to find my shade online, so I went into Sephora in person and they did the whole touch ID doodad type of thing, and they found out I was in the shade Swan. So the lady said I should be able to use Swan in different products in this shade. I still use my Bare Minerals Bare Pore foundation. I still use my Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless, but this one has been the best of all those because it mattifies my skin. My skin doesn't look all dry and gross looking or cakey. My pores don't look atrocious. It matches my skin perfectly. It just does all the things that I want a foundation to do, and also is really cute. Smells good, and it comes with a pump. I have a color corrector to talk about. This is the LA Colors Conceal Correct in the shade Peach. Got this from the Dollar Tree. I'm using it right now because your homegirl doesn't sleep that well, so I need something to cover. This is really good. It's super inexpensive. A little bit goes a long way, and I really like it. I find that if I don't use this and I just use concealer, you can definitely see my dark circles. I find that if I apply way too much, you can definitely see the peachiness under my eyes, so I just apply a little dot. I blend it out with either a finger, a sponge, or even a brush to spread out the product where I need it to be without there being way too much, and it works. It's amazing. I mean, this is $1. $1. I don't know what more I could ask for a color corrector, and it doesn't break the bank. So I have 3/technically 4 concealers to talk about. They're all drugstore, and I say 4 because one of them technically can be a concealer, but I don't use it for that. The first one is the CoverGirl True Blend Undercover Concealer. Mine is in the shade L400 Classic Ivory. I got this because Jessica Braun raved about it. It has the Tarte Shape Tape vibes because it has that big doe foot applicator. I really love this. You need the tiniest bit. It dries down really not super matte, but I can get away with only the tiniest bit of powder and I'm good to go. The only thing is that I have to use a translucent or non-color powder, which I usually do, or else it kind of darkens it. I do need a lighter color because on my face you can tell it's a little bit darker, but under my eyes it looks fine. I definitely recommend this if you want a more full coverage concealer but isn't super expensive. The next 2 concealers, or should I say one, is from ColourPop. This is their No Filter Concealer. I was so excited to see these in my local Ulta. Picked up 2 shades. One of them is an actual concealer shade for me, and that is Fair 04. And I picked up Fair 00, which is a white, because I wanted a white concealer to act as a base for whenever I wear more colorful eyeshadows. I really like this concealer. It's super creamy, super full coverage. It's definitely photography friendly. The next product I'm talking about is the last concealer. Yes, I know I had like 4 concealers. It's crazy. But this is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer. I love the Photo Focus line. I wore their whole Photo Focus line on my wedding day and my pictures looked amazing. I wore the foundation, the concealer, and the powder. But the shade I had back then was Light Ivory, and it was really good for all over my face, but under my eyes I like it to be just a tiny bit more lighter so that it's more brightening. I love this. I'm wearing it under my eyes right now. It's super brightening. It covers my dark circles. It's super pretty in pictures. I mean, hello, I wore it on my wedding day and my pictures looked amazing. I think I can vouch for the whole looks great under all 8 types of lighting for photography type of thing. It's super inexpensive. So the next product I'm talking about is a powder. This is also from Wet n Wild. It's also another photo focus line, and this is their photo focus loose setting powder. I have mine in translucent, and I was super excited to try this because at my Walmart they only had banana or deep, and they never had translucent. They only had one when I got it. I snatched this bad boy up because I really wanted to try it. It's a really good setting powder. I find that it smooths under my eyes and around my nose, so it's really nice. Really good for baking, just slightly setting under your eyes. It looks great in photography, and it's super inexpensive. So if you want a good powder, check this one out. My next favorite is this Cover FX palette. This is the Cover FX Perfector Face Palette in light to medium, and I specifically love this palette for the contour shade. This is in the shade Silhouette. It's more of a neutral shade on my skin tone, so that's why I say I can use it as a contour and as a bronzer depending on what I want to do that day. I've been using this one non-stop. I really wish it was in its own little compact. If it is, I'm going to buy it. If not, I might just take it out and depot this into another palette because I love this so much. Don't get me wrong, I like the palette as a whole, and if I was bringing this with me and I forgot a highlighter and blush, I would use this. It's still a good palette, but I like it for this. My next favorite is from Alamar Cosmetics, and this is a blush trio. This is their Colorete blush trio, and you get 3 blushes in it, obviously. You have Castaway, Paraíso, which is my favorite shade, and then you have Scorcher. They are all super pretty. They're all satin blushes, which I really love. This one is my favorite, and I need it to be its own blush because I'm hitting pan so bad. You can see the pan from right here. I'm that type of person where I would buy this whole blush trio again just for this one shade because I'm that person. But I love the other blushes too. That sometimes I just mix them all together, which is what I did today. But they're super creamy and super pretty. That's what they look like. I really hope they make a highlighter trio because I just love their formula. It's just super creamy, super blendable. It's super pigmented, but you can add just the tiniest bit if you want a more light blush type of day. The last face product here is from Pixie Beauty. This is my first Pixie Beauty item. This is the Rach Loves collaboration with Pixie. I've been following Rachel for years. I love her. Just her personality is sweet. She's funny. I love her videos, and when I heard that she was collaborating with Pixie Beauty for a highlighter palette, I was just like, I need that. So I picked this up at my local Target. This is the Layers highlighter palette, and this is what it looks like. It's just so gorgeous. You get 5 highlighters. You get 2 bigger highlighters that you can use for most skin tones. Then she added in 3 other ones. Now I know what you're saying, Hannah, you can't wear a purple highlighter and you can't wear that bronzy highlighter. Yes, I can. I can use this one, which is called Knit, as an eyeshadow, and it looks gorgeous. This one, Zipper, I've worn this actually a few times, and I've gotten so many compliments because it just gives you that little touch of purple. It's not super full intense purple, it's just that little lace. I wear this, but my favorite has to be Clutch because it is that really pretty champagne color. I've worn all of these. I'm wearing Clutch on my face, and I'm wearing a mixture of Clutch and Tea on my inner corner, so it's super poppin', super glowy, and I love it. I lied. I have 2 more face products. One of them is actually a makeup item, one of them is more of a tool. So the next product is my setting spray. This is the Maybelline Lasting Fix setting spray. I got this because a lot of people said it's very, very similar and could be a possible dupe for the All Nighter Setting Spray by Urban Decay, which is one of my favorite setting sprays ever. This is very, very similar. The only thing is that you don't get as much. I believe you get 4 fluid ounces. This is 3.4 fluid ounces, so you get almost the exact amount. This is a heck of a lot cheaper. The only thing is that I don't like the original sprayer that's on here, so I took the All Nighter Setting Spray travel size that I had that was empty, and I took that sprayer and put it onto here, so it's a nice fine mist. But it's a really good setting spray, super inexpensive. It's basically the All Nighter Setting Spray to me. You're just getting a little bit less product, but it's a heck of a lot cheaper. You could get 2 of these and it's still cheaper than the All Nighter Setting Spray for the full size. It helps my makeup last a really long time. It says it has a matte finish. It does, so it does help with my oils. Just really like it. The last face product is not a makeup product, it's a sponge. I love the Equal 2 sponge. I got this off of Amazon I got it for $2.99, I believe. I really like the flat sides that it has, but it still has like that egg shape that everybody loves. Yeah, I just wanted to use this instead of the Real Technique sponge because that's the one I always get. I wanted to try something different. I still love my Real Technique sponge. This is a really good sponge. Get it off of Amazon. Save yourself some money. I have 3 palettes to show you guys. One of them you guys already know I love, but I have been using it a lot lately, so I wanted to mention it. But the first one is the ABH Sultry Eyeshadow Palette. I believe this was limited edition and you can't get it anymore unless you go to TJ Maxx. But I really, really like this. This is definitely a more cool tone palette, but I just really love the color scheme. I love Twig. That's one of the shades I use. It's a neutral color, but it can be cool tone. And I love Cinder and Pearl, these 2 shades right here. I mixed these together to put on my lid. Not today because I used a different palette. I love Fresh because it's just that ivory color. I just love this palette. I want to use more ABH eyeshadows. This is the first palette that I have from ABH and I love it. It sucks that it's limited edition because I want to use it on camera, but I can't because I know a lot of people can't get it, which sucks. Why would you make something limited edition, ABH? Why? This palette is amazing. I don't think I need to talk about this one. I've used this for years. I love it to death. It is one of my ride or die eyeshadow palettes ever. I will never stop using this. I really wish I could buy these eyeshadows individually just so I can get Silk Cream on its own because this is my favorite eyeshadow in the whole palette. It's the perfect transition shade for me. It's amazing. Love this eyeshadow palette. I will never stop raving about it or using it. You need this palette in your life. I mean, just look at it. You have your warm tones, you have your cool tones, you have darks, you have lights, you have oranges, blues, greens, browns, pinks, oranges, reds. You have everything. So this is like the perfect palette. I was debating whether or not I wanted to talk about this, but you know, I was just like, screw it. I'm gonna talk about it anyway. I really have been loving the James Charles palette. It's the one that I'm wearing on my eyes right now, and I love it. This is definitely one that I reach for, especially if I want a more colorful eye look, which isn't a lot, which I'm trying to change that. But I use a lot of the more neutral colors in this palette and a few from the Jaclyn Hill palette to get this look I'm wearing right now. I just really like this. You have a ton of different shades, like you have pinks, purples, blues, greens, yellows, oranges, and reds, but then you still have your everyday neutral shades. So this is really awesome. I really like it, and I will continue to use it whether I get hate on it. I like the product and I will use it because it was a gift and I really like it. I really have been loving the Tarte Big Eagle Mascara. I got this in a BoxyCharm. I really like it. It darkens my lashes, it curls my lashes, and lengthens my lashes, and it doesn't flake or fall off onto my under eyes. Yeah, it's not waterproof, but it's still a good mascara. I've fallen back in love with my Wet n Wild retractable eyebrow pencil. This is very similar to the ABH one. It has that same triangular shape, but this is what I'm wearing on my brows right now. Love it. I got 2 because I love it so much, so I have a backup. You have your spoolie, which I really like. It's not super rough, but it's also not too flimsy, so it brushes the brows good. The product is very creamy, but it's not too creamy. My eyebrows look good. I really like it. It's like under $4, so I don't really use eyebrow gel, but now that I got this, I really like eyebrow gel, and it makes a big difference. This is the NYX Control Freak eyebrow gel. It's this one. I got it on sale at Ulta, so I got it for like $3. So super inexpensive, but it's still inexpensive, I believe, by itself when it's not on sale. I really like it. If I apply way too much, you can definitely feel it, so a little goes a long way, and it just helps keep my eyebrows tamed, which I never knew I needed in my life, but now I do. I have been loving this liquid eyeshadow. This is from Appeal. This is in the shade, I believe, Rose Gold. I'm wearing this on my eyes over the eyeshadows I used on my lid from the James Charles palette. It just gives that little pop. It has a brush applicator, so you can just brush it onto your eyes. Sometimes I do that. Sometimes I apply it on the back of my hand and apply it with my fingers or a brush if I just want that kind of twinkly glitter effect. I think there's only one more, and it's gold. I really wish there was more, but I'm definitely gonna get the gold one because I really love this. I wear this almost every single time I do my makeup. Okay, that is it for eyes. I have 3 products to talk about for lips. One of them is a liquid lipstick. This is the Rimmel Liquid Stay Matte Liquid Lip Color in Be My Baby. It is more of a peachy brown type of color. I love the smell of these. I have two that I love, but this one I wear more because it is a more neutral color. It has a more paddle type of no foot applicator. Only need the tiniest bit and it dries down super quick, but what I love about this is that it is a liquid lipstick, but it's not super drying like some that I have used. I really love this, and I only have two, but I'm gonna get more because I just love the formula. I love the smell. It smells like candy. Oh, it smells so good. It's making me hungry. And it's super inexpensive for what it is at $5, $6 or under, depending on where you get it. Really good liquid lipstick. Definitely prefer this over, I can't believe I'm saying this, my Wet n Wild liquid catsuit, just because I find the liquid catsuit ones are more drying on my lips now and these aren't. So definitely gonna pick some more up. The next lip product that I have been loving is an actual lipstick. This is one of the few that I have in my makeup collection. I don't really wear lipsticks, like traditional bullet lipstick, but I really have been loving the traditional bullet because it's more glossy and I've been more in love with the glossy lipstick. So this is from Maybelline and this is in Baddest Beige. Baddest Beige. It is a shine lipstick, so it's definitely shiny, but it's just, you can see it. It's just beautiful peachy pink lipstick. I'm gonna apply some more right now. I love it because I can wear this and it looks like I'm wearing a gloss over it. Last lip product I'm going to talk about is a gloss, and this is from Wet n Wild. It's no longer available, which sucks because it is one that I wear all the time, and I sometimes wear it on its own, or I will wear it with the Baddest Beige lipstick that I just talked about. And this is from the Wet n Wild summer collection from last year, I believe. This is in Featherless. This is the one it is. It looks almost identical to Baddest Beige. It just has the tiniest bit more pink, which I think is why I love Baddest Beige. On my lips, it looks exactly the same as this does, and I can't get this anymore. I love this gloss because it's super shiny, super pigmented, looks good on me, and it's not sticky. Next favorite of mine is a perfume that I just got not too long ago, but I love this scent and I thought I would mention it. This bottle that I'm about to show you is very gorgeous, and I think it's one of the reasons why I got it, but I like the smell too. This is from Rue 21. This is their Crystal Moon perfume. It's limited edition, which sucks, but look at this bottle. It's just gorgeous. It's purple, it has hollow, it's a crystal, it has a moon, and it smells really good. Definitely not a fall or winter scent. It's definitely more spring and summery. I'm keeping this box because it's just so pretty. I have it sometimes sitting like that. Definitely really pleasing to sit with your other perfumes. I got Disney Plus and it is probably one of the best things ever. There are shows on there that I haven't seen in years because there's no way you can watch it. But now I can because of Disney Plus. I love Disney so much, and when I saw that Disney was coming out with its own streaming service, I knew I had to have it. It's super inexpensive, and you don't just get Disney, you get Disney, Pixar, Marvel, you also get National Geographic. Oh, and you get Star Wars. So if you like any of those things, they will be on Disney Plus. It's amazing. I love it. And that's what I've been watching nonstop. I'm actually watching Kim Possible right now while I'm filming. You have tons of movies, you have tons of TV shows, you have originals that are on there. There is the live action Lady and the Tramp. I haven't watched it yet, but I hear it is really good. But you just have tons of amazing Disney things on there, so it makes my Disney spirit animal happy. That's something I've been loving for almost the whole month of November. A few other things that I have loved are actually techie things. One of them is my ring light. I've had this ring light for almost a year now. I love it. Super inexpensive. My husband got it for me for Christmas last year. My filming so much better. It's literally pitch black outside, but I'm able to film right now because of this. It's super inexpensive. I'm gonna link it in the description box below. Another thing I have been loving is actually something I never knew I needed in my life until I got it. It is a battery adapter. So what it is you take your regular battery out, you put it in where your regular battery should go, and you plug it into an outlet, and it basically is just a non-dying battery, which if you know me, filming long videos like this one can never happen because my battery always dies because I talk a lot. It's made filming so much more enjoyable and not as stressful, and I just love it so much, and I don't know where I would be without it. It's just amazing. Another thing that I have been loving is my fancy schmancy mic. This is a blue Yeti mic. This is the blackout one. I got this for my birthday from my husband because my mic that I had been using for years died, and for a while there I was using iPhone earbuds for the mic, and it was just not good. I saw this at Target. I really wanted it. It is a little bit pricey, but I wanted something that was really good quality that would definitely upgrade my YouTube game so much. So this is something that I was super excited about having. I think that's it for all of my favorites. This is a long video. I'm so sorry. I hope you paused this video sometime and got yourself something to drink and a snack and you got comfy, because I didn't know I was going to talk this much, but I really wanted to get this out of the way before I started doing tutorials. Tutorials are coming back because I miss them. Tutorials are my favorite beauty videos out there. That's what made me want to do my own channel, was tutorials. So tutorials are coming back. I actually have 2 in mind that I'm already thinking about. I hope you guys like this video. I hope you guys found some new products that you are interested in and would like to try out. If you try anything out in this video that I mentioned, or if you love it, let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to follow me on all my social media, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel to see when I upload new videos like this. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye! Mwah.